Greetings and welcome back to Timberborn. I'm KatherineOfSky and times are looking pretty bleak for our beavers. Well, at least the time of, whoopsies. Okay, there we go. Mouse got a little bit sticky on the middle mouse click. Anyway, but we do have water. We still have a little bit of water. 29 units left. Not a lot, of course, not a lot. But we are getting there. So let's see. We want to build a platform out here. Oh, we already have that. Good, good. Beaver's going to be able to build this. I think we're going to need some logs and planks. Let's see. We have a little bit of planks. Oh, wow. We have happy beavers. What else did we get? Social life. Nice. Okay, so that's going to be happening soon. They're going to build this platform, I hope. Let's build this as a priority program there. And then we can also probably build another water tank here, or a water pump, I should say. All right, so the drought has ended, but we don't actually have water yet. So this is a tiny bit scary. The water is flowing, but it's going to take a little while to get here. So that's why I'm thinking like having some like early water over here could really make a difference to our beavers. So this could be a really good thing for them. Now, there's also an option to put a dam here so that we kind of save it in this upper area. And that is another place to kind of collect it, because obviously you can't collect it, you know, via to height unless we build up unless we flood this entire area, which is also possible. That is a thing that can be done. It looks like we do have one section of our dam done, which is pretty great. So let's go ahead and build the road there, and we'll go ahead and build this road out, and hopefully the beavers will be able to reach those other sections of the dam. It does look like we have some logs over there. That's great. And soon TM, we will get all the things here. All right, we did get that extra platform there, so we could build another water pump. Right now, it looks okay. We are getting a little bit of water. Man, that was close. That was really, really close. Now, notice all of the crops that died, our farmers are having to replant every one of those. They don't just, once they die, they kind of die. So, got to keep aware of that. Now, this water tank, the large one, is 120 science points. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to... what does this cost to build? It costs 30 planks and 20 gears. Oh boy, we don't have gears yet. All right, gears are now a thing. So our forester is planting trees, but we do have quite a lot of trees over here, so this might be enough. Let's go ahead and make a gear manufacturing facility. That costs 100 science points. I'm going to go ahead and just connect it to this one. And I'm going to turn both of these on. Now, keep in mind that we don't actually have enough power for both buildings right now. So what I'm going to do is I want to build actual power here. And to do that, I want to build a water wheel in the flowing part of the river. We're going to do that by putting it here. So if we look from above, we can see the shaft can go this way, and that's the way I want to put it. We're going to put that there. We need one platform here. That's important. Let's get a platform there. And then we can build our shafts and things and stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a power shaft connection here, a 4-way connection, just in case. You can save logs by using the different kinds of connectors, as in straight, right angle, 3-way connection, and 4-way connection. But I do like to put those 4 ways pretty often, like here and here, since these two are connected. We don't actually have to put any on this building. So I'm going to leave that as it is, like that. But let's see, I guess we can just do that. I think that will work quite well because they can walk around this side and build those things. So let's see. This is going to be kind of important to get done. Now, are we going to get this dam finished? That is the question. Are my builders going to be able to reach that far, or do we need to research the building hut? This is going to be a little bit scary to figure out. I don't know if I want to build this yet. I really want to see if we can get that dam done. And to hurry this up, I think what I want to do, I'm going to just go ahead and put this at very high, because if we can dam this water, we are going to have a lot less water problems, because this entire river area here is going to be farmable by our moisture collectors, our water pumps. That's another word for them. We're moisture farmers, just like Tatooine. Huh. Yes, indeed. Okay, so with both of these working, we do have one person unemployed. I think we want to maybe stop. Let's see, how many planks do we need for this thing? We need 25. Okay, that's a lot. We don't have that many yet. So, but the good thing is our trees are starting to grow. And you'll notice that the forester's planting them kind of in concentric circles. So that means he's planting a little bit of everything in that circle around his hut, which is pretty great. Pretty great. Okay, there we go. We're keeping on going. Next piece is getting built. That's important. So here we go. Okay, we have beavers dying, growing up, doing all the things, existing, having a good time. We now have 2 inventors' huts working, which is good. It's a kind of a minimal start. That's what we need. Or, well, what something. Yeah, it's something. It is a thing. But yeah, having this dam here is really going to improve things. And you can see that there is a gap there where the water could go over it. Right now, I love the water physics in this game. It actually works like real water physics, where you can see the water is speeding up because it's a huge volume of water forced to go through a very small space. And all of the movement on the other side, the flow that's kind of curved through there is pretty darn cool. It really is cool. So, what is this beaver looking for? Looking for food. Oh no! Wow, we might have an issue with food here. What is our ETA on these guys? 87%. We do have a couple of berry bushes left. I think we have problems right now. I think we need to make a farmhouse. Well, there's 2 things we can do. We can also plant some potatoes, and I forgot to do that last time. So let's see. We had 3 here. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do this here. 1, 2, 3, and those there. And then that is 1, 2, and 3. Now there's a reason I do count in 3s for this. And we'll get there once we get to that tech. Basically, you can put a beehive, and it will make the crops grow faster. So the beehive has an area of, let's see, oh gosh, I don't know the diagonals here. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 3 from the center, so up 3, left, right 3, and down 3, and it does an entire square of 3s around. So what is that? 7 by 7 area, and the thing is in the center. That's what we got. Okay, so we do have some berries going on. Hooray. Let's see. This is going okay. I want to make also... One thing about potatoes, the only problem with potatoes is that they require wood to grill them. They don't require a lot of wood, which is kind of good. But I think what we'll do is we save this area on this side for these potato grills and stuff. So I think this is a good place to start putting them. And we're going to make this high priority. I'm going to go ahead and downgrade the priority of this dam for now to be less than high, because I really want to get that thing done. This thing, the gears, we're going to put that on medium priority, and then we're just going to move these down lower for now. Because that grill needs to get done. Absolutely needs to get done. We might even have the farmer plant more berries. They do take a long time to grow. Nope, now we're getting some carrots in, so that is a happy thing. Good, good. Good, good. Okay, fantastic. We might need, I'm thinking we might even need a little bit more in water storage land to keep this happy here. Maybe we add 1, 2, 3 over here. And we'll put that at medium level. Want to get this grill made as soon as possible. There is some downtime because obviously the potatoes need to grow. They're only at 11% so far. 13%. I'm thinking we might need another farmer's house. Let's make one. Let's make another farmhouse. Put that there. And we'll also put this on high so that we can have our farmers working, because now the entire field is done and we don't have enough farmers to collect it. It's now at a point of inefficiency. So we definitely need to get that done. We only have one unemployed person, so that is not great. What I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to pause the plank production right now. Oh wait, we need this. We actually need the planks for this, don't we? Oh, we have enough right now. We actually have 25 planks. Now what I want to do is I want to actually add builders so that these people can deliver stuff to the places that need them, and we'll get stuff going. Okay, so here's our tree situation, which is kind of great. I'm going to go ahead and pause this lumberjack flag because we don't need it right now. Not at all. And this one the same because there's no trees. Definitely no trees to harvest. This one, let's see. We can actually make a new lumberjack flag over here. I think we can do this here, and that way we'll have another place for lumberjacks to work, which is good. Okay. And I think we'll go ahead and maybe we'll start this. Nah, we're not going to start it up again. We only have 2 logs. This is a big problem right now. And we have a lot of stuff to get built. So let's go. Let's go, my beavery friends. Let's go and put this on high so that can get done. Okay, that's happening. Beaver working from the water. Feeling like a water baby out there. Good, good. Nice. Okay, so this is getting made. This is going to be shortly. So obviously the grilled potato place can't work unless they actually have potatoes. So that's, yeah, not ideal. But it's okay. Now this warehouse is for storing the berries and carrots. I think that I would like to make another warehouse. Let's make one. Where do we want to put this thing? We can put it here. That might actually be a good place for it. We can put the bread and the potatoes in here, I think. Right now, we don't need to make a large warehouse. It's okay. I'd rather save the science points for other things. All right, things are going pretty well. Okay, so now our big potato place is good. I'm going to go ahead and pause it because we don't actually have any potatoes. And keep in mind, the potatoes are going to show up in materials because they cannot eat raw potatoes. That's something really important that you have to remember. They cannot eat raw potatoes. So carrots are like ready to go food, but potatoes, they have to be cooked. And here, I would like to make a walkway here. Let's go ahead and make this thing. I'm going to make a staircase and then a walkway and potentially another warehouse on top. Actually might be a good spot for, actually let's delete this. Wait, do we want to do that? I don't know. Let's make this a potato place. That's fine. Potato place is good there. I like it. Okay, now farmhouse is getting built. Very good. Dam is not constructed yet. We're still working on these logs and our beavers. Yeah, we're gonna have to make some choices here. Kind of hard choices, I think. But I do feel like the farming is important, like really important. So let's see, these trees, the ones that were planted first, they're 64%. Okay, so it's really good to have these birches out here. This stuff I'm going to make, I'm going to prioritize that as low right now because I want them to finish the dam. I want them to finish other things right now. Okay, so farmhouse is next to be built. This thing I would say is probably, yeah, let's leave that at base level priority. And then dam is going to be next thing. All right, so let's pause and upgrade the dam priority. And let's just make sure that they can get there. I'm kind of worried about that part of it. Oh, gee, look at this. Oh, no, it looks like they can. It looks like they can actually still get there. Now, even though there wasn't, the road access ended, they still have this area beyond the road, which is the green kind of bounding box. Oh my gosh, we're going to get this dam done. Hooray. Oh, this is great. This is actually great. Happiness time. Yay. This is good. This is actually good. Okay, so what do we got here? So this, yeah, our tree farmer is farming the trees, doing really well with that. Do we want to plant more trees here? Yes, probably. These are maple, so let's fill in those blank areas that there were tree stumps there. We still have one little rogue pine in there, and that's okay. I think here also we can fill this with trees. Plant trees and bushes we can do right there. And once this gets finished, then the forester is going to have easy access to actually plant these bushes. Because you see, he's kind of reached beyond a little bit over here. So he'll get to these bushes in a little bit. We could keep on planting out here, but we might want to use that for something else. So we're just going to hold off on that for a bit. It looks like, yes, we are getting the last materials for that. We are actually going to be okay. This is quite good. I think we're going to delete these guys. We don't actually need them. We can just delete them faster by using the delete tool. Yes, delete multiple structures at once. And now we can buy the large water tank. It costs 120 science points. And we're going to put the first one right here. Yep, see, they do fit in this nice little space here. I do want to make a road, though, to connect these things together like that. That's important. And we might even have the third water pump working. Now, as you can see, even with a dam here, there is a spillway. And that means that the water is going to be flowing enough, I think, for this water wheel to go. It would be better if it was kind of in the middle, but we could put it in the middle if needed. So, but first of all, we're just going to leave it like it is. And start getting this working. So we need to have the lumber mill working as well as the power wheel for now. And let's see. Water pump 2, lumberjack flag 5. The listing here is a little bit, I don't know, kind of vague because we've actually turned off some lumberjack flags. So it feels like, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, are we missing beavers for this? It's a bit odd, I think. So I wish there was a better way of displaying this, maybe. As in, do we have everyone we need? Okay, so this is gears. All right, so we definitely need this thing. Gear workshop. Go, go, go. Make the things, please. All right, so these beavers are cutting down as many trees as they can, which is nice. We do need someone at the power wheel. So I'm going to have to turn off something. Let's go ahead and take 2 people off of the building. So that gives us 1 unemployed person, but at least we're getting some more planks. That's really important to have those. Let's make maybe another lumberjack flag out here. Because this is, I think this flag doesn't, no, it doesn't reach many of these. So we can actually turn that off here shortly because it's not really doing much. This log storage may actually be a little bit too far, I'm thinking. So maybe we put it closer. Let's see. Where do we want to put this thing? Let's put the log pile maybe here. I think, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Let's do that. And the reason I counted is for water. Water things. Water pumps. Let's get our path. Yay. And go there. Yep. All right, nice. But to build this thing, we need gears, and that's gonna be difficult. All right, so we have 12 potatoes. Well then. All right, so potatoes are like magic food, right? Because 1 set of potatoes and 0.1 logs, 1/10 of a log, equals 4 foods. So 1 becomes 4. This is kind of great. We should be excited about this. And by the way, this is what potatoes look like once they are ready to be harvested. Like the flowers are blooming, the potatoes are like leaping out of the earth because that's what potatoes do naturally. And it's kind of exciting for all of our beavery friends. Okay, so here we have, let's see, we are planting prioritized and these are harvesting prioritized. I like to have both of those priorities. Basically, one set of beavers can harvest and one can plant. And it makes things pretty easy. And that way things are always getting done. So now you see we're getting these grilled potatoes. So now our beavers are going to be happy. All right, I think I want to prioritize this storage place now. Okay, and now we have this place as well. This is, I don't think it's getting any, oh, it is getting some power, but it isn't getting any planks. Yeah, it's at 0 planks right now. So we need planks to be delivered here. I think they're being delivered elsewhere. Let's, okay, that is at medium level of priority. So I'm hoping they'll deliver some planks into the gear factory. But we'll see. It'll all balance out in the end, I suppose. It'll be fine. But our major problem is just beginning. Okay, in 3 days, we get a drought. But I think we're going to be okay. But that also means that we do not want to prioritize making this water wheel because it's not going to provide enough power. So here, let's see, are we getting any planks here? Or are they all going into construction? They might be. Are these guys getting constructed? No, some were. Yeah, this is kind of a rough thing. Now we can turn on one of these lumberjack flags so that some of these trees, they look old enough to be cut. Let's see. Yep. It is watered and alive and ready to be cut. Good. Okay, so we have 0 unemployed. Do we have somebody for this flag? Yes. No. All right, so let's take somebody off of where? I think we can take someone from maybe from one of these farmhouses. Take one person. I think that should work. Yeah, we'll have one person. One beaver there, right? Okay, that works. Hopefully all is going to be well. I'm still really worried about the water situation, but we do have the dam. So hopefully it'll be fine. We'll see. We shall see. It looks like we're doing pretty well on the amount of water that we have and stuff. We have not increased our population, which is also very important to note. We've not added any houses since last time, so that's something to think about. Did this... Oh, this storage house did get finished. Okay, so what we want to do is... Let's do allowed none, and then this is going to be our potatoes and grilled potatoes, and that's all we want to have in here. So grilled potatoes, we want to have something like 150. And then regular potatoes will have, I don't know, up to 150, say. Yep, that works. So as the potatoes are being grilled, they're going to be taken out and put back in. And then, of course, people are going to be eating from that warehouse. So that's good. So one thing that I should mention, and this is probably because early access, is that if you don't satisfy any of these things, they don't really care. There's like no consequences for it. No consequences, good or bad, it seems. They don't actually care. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. Anyway, that's a thing. But I would like to get into the vertical building as soon as we have done this drought. We've finished the drought and been done. Let's see, is this functioning? No unemployed beavers. Building needs power. No unemployed beavers. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's pause this one maybe? Wait, no, we can't pause that one. We have to pause this one. And yeah, we definitely need more beavers because things are getting a little bit unwieldy. We have too many jobs, or yeah, too many jobs and not enough beavers. We can pause one of these inventors' huts. And whenever we run out of water, we can pause the water pumps as well. Now then, there's another thing that we can build, which is exciting, is an irrigation tower. I would love to build one. Let's see, we can build this. Let's see. Costs X amount of science points. We can build it right there. And I think I would like to build it right there. This is going to water a lot of stuff. Some of the berry lands as well. Can move it a little bit like that, maybe? Maybe that's better. Let's see. These water pumps are going to be like there. So this is probably a good spot to have this thing. Yeah. Let's put that there. And actually, this can be... I don't know if we can actually make it function right now because we don't have enough water saved up. Because this is an interesting system, I have to say. And something that I kind of wish we had pipes for in the game. That's one thing that seems to be lacking so far that I've seen in this game. It's like we have all of these wonderful gears and shafts and mechanical power and all this stuff. And yet we don't. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot to connect a road. So it's not building. Dang it. Silly me. No wonder it wasn't getting stuff and things. Shoot. All right. Well, anyway, it's fixed now. Yeah, so... we're lacking pipes in this game. And I find it very strange that the beavers carry like the water in buckets from water pump to water storage bin and from water storage bin into water tower. That is very interesting to me. I just don't really get it. I don't quite get it, but yeah, that's the thing. But anyway, it should be fine. It should be just fine. Hopefully something like that is going to come later. Maybe with our iron friends, we'll see something like that. But the folktales don't have any kind of technology like this. So yeah. Also, to note, you can build platforms across here, and that does actually increase their walk speed. So if you have something like going back and forth, often like the wood, that's a really good reason to build a bridge here. But we don't actually need it right now. So I'm saving the resources and not building that. Okay, we should have some planks. Why are we not getting planks? Oh, it's these things that are building. Okay. Oh my goodness, my cat brought her little string for me to throw. She wants me to fetch it because that's what she's just done. Okay, my cat. There we go. Go ahead while the beavers are working away. All right. Okay, let's see. We have tons of food this time, so I'm quite confident about that. The drought has started, but look at this. It has not gone any further because of the dam. The dam is really helping us here. You can see the drought is already passing. This part is still watered, which is great. It is actually great because these trees are growing. All of these are actually still growing. And then we also have these. These are not growing because they are in the drought area. They are not being watered. They're not close enough to the water. So that's something that maybe we can fix in the future, where we can maybe dig a channel here and have a channel that will water all of these little guys on the end. But that's a little bit later. We need to get something called dynamite in order to dig those channels. Really important to have that. But in any case, we do have stuff growing, and it also enables our little forester. He is now planting the trees in this area, and we also have bushes being planted. You can see down here, we have some new bushes. Remember, it was quite spotty. Oh, look at that. On the bushes, they even have like these like sticks or like sort of flower things. I don't know what they are. They're like, they also remind me of like sort of honeysuckle, like really thin flowers. But they're probably sticks. Anyway, they look great. I like that about this game. It's really cool. Lots of nice, tiny little details. Oh, okay. So this is another thing. If the water is not flowing, as you can see, it is still. And it is not leaking out because dam is great. Dam is wonderful. Dam is life. Yeah, the water wheel doesn't work, obviously. But we have our beaver power, so that's good. Right now, we are having a tiny issue with the trees. And I'm thinking we might want to put another forester's hut over here. At the moment, this forester is still busy and we don't have any unemployed beavers. We can, however, make a forester's hut over here. And I think that might be a good idea to do, is just have a forestry hut and kind of plant this whole area. Let's see how far up we can put it. Here? Wow. Yeah, that would be kind of amazing. What is the range on this hut? Like there? Wow, that's quite far. Guess that works. Sure, that works too. You know, we could even do some interesting kind of channel digging here. We can dig a channel into here and kind of get this area to be irrigated. Okay, let us grab the road tool here and add a road there. And then what we can do is start planting our trees, which I'm going to do the same kind of thing and plant. Let's see, what I want to do first though is I want to mark out an area for water. I want to have our water things available to be built and have a road that kind of defines where they are. And that will kind of give us a guideline of where we should put stuff. Now, this road, I think, needs to be moved. Let's do this kind of thing. And delete a little bit of this. There we go. So that way we can put water pumps here as well, if we need them. I think we'll leave that, and we can clear area if we need to. It's fine. We can also put water pumps in the middle of this river if we choose to do so. That's also fine. So let's start planting our trees. Let's go kind of a similar way that we did before with the stripes of trees. Hello, my cat. That was the singing of the cat. Okay, and there we go. Oh, no. Bad. I be bad. Nye. That was good. Okay, there we go. And then here we're going to have our maple. And maple is going to be the predominant tree crop that we're planting. And that, of course, is because of the yield. So many logs from a maple tree. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm really liking that we built some houses over here, because that means that these beavers working over here and maybe in these potential water pumps over here are going to have an easier time getting to their workplace. Okay, we have 210 water. We are getting out of this drought, and the dam has saved us. Look at that. And it's watering the crops. It's watering our beavers, and we even have trees growing. This is kind of fabulous. It's really good. Actually really good. And I think we have enough food now that we can start building upward in terms of our population. So what I want to do is we want to build... Now, you probably wonder, why the heck did she build a gap here? This is weird. It isn't that weird when we look at verticality. And I definitely do want to look at that. Oh, and I messed this up, didn't I? Look at that. Oh, no. I was going to put another structure up here. We can always remove those trees. That is not a problem. But sometimes, yeah, the brain does strange things. Okay, so here we go. Let's build platforms there. And that means that we can build some houses up here. And I also want to build a happy beaver area of... I don't know, celebration or whatever you call it, relaxation, leisure. We can have a rooftop terrace out here so that they can kind of chill out and relax. I was thinking about building another set of houses here. Maybe. So let's see. What can we do here? We can do this. Yeah, and then we can put maybe some plants over there. I think that would work very nicely. And let's get some more houses. Now, the beavers don't have qualities of houses that they care about, so that's not really an issue. So this is going to look like this. And I do want to build some decorations. Now we have benches and we have shrubs. We also have roofs. And those are in different configurations and sizes. They kind of show you the configuration here with these little squares. And then we've got a scarecrow meant to scare birds. I haven't seen any need to scare birds, so it's a good thing that kind of has a radius of 2 tiles, which is bigger than the shrub, which is 1 tile. And then we have a beaver statue, which is within 3 tiles, and that's quite nice. So we're going to buy this. We're going to buy the shrub, and as you can see, it kind of overlays the floor below. What I'm going to do is put the shrub here, and then I want to put a beaver statue on the other side. And then I want to get, let's see, the roofs. I would love to put some up, and maybe we'll do that. But I want to get the wood situation under control first. That is something that is kind of necessary. But we already have beavers beavering away and eating up these trees, or chopping them down more accurately, which is kind of nice. But yeah, we're going to start building a little bit more housing here for our beavers. Let's see, is the water coming back? Hello, there it is. Beautiful. It is coming back indeed. Really important that we have that water coming in. This large water tank is getting there. It's actually getting there. I think what I want to do is save up some planks, and then we'll start the gear workshop, or wait for more beavers to move in. That's another option that we can do. Let's see, what are you? No goods in stock. Okay, so we're going to pause this lumber post because there's nothing anywhere. Let's pause this one as well, and that one, because there is literally nothing for them to cut down, no trees for them. I think I'm going to make this a high priority so that the lumber or the forester can start working on this area and planting trees. Now, do we make our bush grove bigger? That is a very good question. And what do we do with this area here? We don't know. Okay, look what we got. Is this not beautiful? We got a water wheel. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so let's start this. This is perfect. Do we have enough logs? I was going to make another lumber mill, but we don't actually have enough logs for that. So we're going to have to wait for trees to happen and exist and all the things. That's something. Okay, and here we go. So this is one of the beauties of this particular design of doing the trees this way. Plant some of each. Look at the maples. They're only 64% done right now. This is from the very first planting, and yet we were still able to get a few logs from these birches, and looks like a couple of pines grew up as well, which is really nice. Yeah, lots of them, because these are now at 4 or 5%, and yeah, the ones on the outside are 45%. Let's go ahead and fill in this gap here. We had maple in this area, so there we go. Looking good. I'm really proud of our beavers. This is kind of great. Really great. Really nice. I'm really happy about this. I think I'm going to delete this log pile. I don't think we need it here. I think we can put something better here. Something different, something better. These buildings are yelling at us because they don't have access, and that's because they haven't built the stairs yet or the ramps. So hopefully once those are built, they will no longer have those warning signs here. Let's see what's going on here. It looks like it is full. The building is full, right? We might need to either start building more storages or invest in the larger places. Now, we have this one on pause. Let's go ahead and start this inventor back up again. This is a good spot for a warehouse, potentially. We could also put an inventor's hut up here. That's another idea. Yeah, that might be the idea. Or we could do a bread making warehouse. That probably might go there. Let's do another inventor's hut, because you can never have too much science, goodness knows. Let's put another one there. But actually, I'm going to put this slower, because we want to get some other stuff done first. I wonder if this is pausing the building or pausing construction. Oh, no, it's turned off. So now that I think I said a thing in the very first episode of like, can we actually pause construction? And I'm wondering if that actually pauses construction. I didn't ever think about it that way. But yeah, maybe that's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this power wheel because the water wheel produces 180 horsepower. So that is something we definitely can have going on there. I love looking at all the little gears and stuff. It's kind of great. Now remember that there are things you can do if you need to pass over this thing. You can use the stairs and the platforms to go over. Alternatively, you can use, there's a shaft, high power shaft. It has nothing to do with the quantity of power that's being transferred. It basically goes from lower level to higher level. So I would say something like it's a, I don't know, shaft elevation changer or something like that, because it's, yeah. It basically goes, if you wanted to go from this level to this onto the cliff, it will transfer it up. So you can do that. You can go over a path. It just depends on how many tiles you have in either direction. So this is not like a death sentence cutting off your colony from everything, though it's very much passable. You can move stuff around. Okay, we're still looking for gears here. We are kind of making some every now and again, it looks like, but not a lot. And I think that has to do with the lack of trees. It's not a great situation with the trees here. It looks like we're very short on planks for this forester, but I'm hoping that that gets done sooner rather than later. It is on highest priority, so I think it should get there. I'm like watching, okay, watch the tree grow. Is that the same as like watching a kettle boil? I don't know. It's a bit scary, isn't it? But yeah, that's how that works, right? Let's just go ahead and fill in these gaps here with the maple and go to kind of to the edge here of what we can plant, and hopefully it will get there. Oh, hello. Okay, there must be like a seedling there. Yep, a sapling. Good, good. Okay, Forester's Hut is now in operation. They should start planting trees next. And as we get more and more trees planted, I found that in my test games, you don't really need 2 huge forests. But in the beginning of the game like this, where you're building quite quickly, yeah, it's good to have it. Definitely good to have it. So right now, I think we have as many beavers as we need. I don't know that we actually need more, so we don't want to build more housing. They only they only breed when there's enough space for the next beaverlets to run around and swim around and stuff, which I like that much better than the previous model, because in the demo you had beavers beavering away like crazy, and you'd get to like this untenable colony. And I think this is like the intelligent beaver society. They know when to stop breeding. If there's not enough cozy houses for them to live in, oh, those farms are so cute. If there's not enough cozy houses to live in, they're going to stop breeding, because they want their children to grow up in a nice environment where they can have all the water wheels they want and all of the leisure activities, including temples and carousels and science and decorations. They want their kids to have stuff, because those are what beavers do. Yes, we're going to say that. Let's see. This beaver statue is kind of expensive. It's actually okay. 500 science points, though. I would really like that. It's nice. We also have monuments. And monuments, my dear friends, happen to be 3x3. I wonder where there's a 3x3 space in our camp. Couldn't be there, could it? No. No. A monument that would cover the entire population? Oh my god, that's crazy talk. Yeah. All right. So anyway, we're getting potatoes. We're getting food going on here. We are lacking very severely on the gears, but I suspect they are kind of just being dumped into this large water tank when we have stuff available. But I think right now we just don't have any wood available. But luckily, our forester is literally beavering away, planting those trees, getting them all sorted out. I watched a documentary on beavers the other day, and it was actually really interesting, you know, like why they make the dams and how much area they flood and how it affects kind of everything around them. It was fascinating, really interesting stewards of the environment, really. They have their reasons for doing things which humans may not always agree with or understand, but it's kind of in harmony with nature. It's fascinating. It's really interesting. So anyway, but we are getting some more of these trees. This is great. These are the first maple trees that are getting harvested here. And 8 logs is nothing to sneeze at. That is good stuff, man. That's good eating. Look at these, 70–80% on these. So some more of these maples are going to be growing up shortly. Meanwhile, some birch is available. So we've had at least 2 harvests of birch in the time it's taken to grow the maples. These were, well, actually we can calculate exactly how long. These are 24 days and these are 9 days. So in 27 days, you can grow 3 birches and then a maple and a tiny bit. So it keeps us going a tiny bit, as in having like not a complete dearth of logs to process. But right now we're doing absolutely fabulously on the food situation, which I'm very happy about. We've gotten our gears going and hopefully we're going to get this water thing going. I think we're just limited right now on the logs, but we're slowly getting there. We have 12 logs in stock. We just need to get those transferred down here to these places. It does look like we have full employment. Oh, this is cool. So here you can see how this works. We have like a connection point to this building. And even if this building wasn't running, let's see, if we pause this building, that doesn't stop that building because there's internal mechanisms and gears and things that make them all work. So they're going to take huge advantage from this water wheel. So remember, this water wheel is producing 180 horsepower of power. This is producing only 50, I believe. This is the whole network. And this actually shows how much is supplied and how much is demanded. So we actually need 170 horsepower. And this was like 50, I think. So this one needs 50 and that's 120 in the gear building. So this tiny one, like run on the treadmill thing, it doesn't work very well. The one difficult thing about the power wheels is that you can't really chain them together like you can water wheels. So it's a bit difficult. But we could actually put several water wheels in a row here and they would all supply power. Now, there is another way to get power. Those are called windmills. Yes, my friends, we have windmills. And they need stuff. They don't always work because there has to be wind for them to work. They're not constant. So sometimes they go off, but they're a lot stronger than a single hamster wheel. The better ones are the large windmills. They actually take up the same amount of space. The large windmills are taller, but they produce a heck of a lot more power. So I'm wondering if we should just go for those. Of course, the science points required are significant. These are 120 and these are 1400, which is kind of nuts. The windmills also need space. That is one kind of funky requirement of, well, I guess it makes sense because you would want to have an open space. You can't put them like right next to tall buildings or trees or things because it blocks the wind and that means they don't really function. So yeah, there's that. Let's see, we have 10 logs and we are having some planks being built. How are we doing on this thing? We've got 9 of 20 gears. I think what we need to do is probably leave it at that. I'm pretty excited for our colony. We have no drought in sight, so there's still a chance we could get this water tank done before we have to, before we have the next drought, and that's going to be great. Meanwhile, let's just leave by watching our little beavers right by their campfire and maybe roasting marshmallows, maybe just having a good chat. Who knows if beavers like marshmallows? You never can tell. So anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.